Hi everyone, welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront. This is the Clone Wars historical campaign. We are on the Assault on Kamino mission that is on Kamino, and we will have Master Yoda explain that now.
On Kamino, our eventual victory depends. Defend against the Separatist attack, or our clones will be lost.
This loading screen is possibly one of the most iconic things I can think of when I think of Star Wars Battlefront. The sound is so easily identifiable that if I closed my eyes, I would know that I was loading into a map. Here on Kamino, you get an advantage at the start, so we're 240 to 200 because it's a clone base. There's a jet trooper that you can use. Now, the jet trooper is important because it helps you cap command posts quicker. If you can get to them before the Separatists do, that already gives you a head start. And that's important on Kamino because the command posts are on these platforms. Some are elevated higher, some are elevated lower, some are elevated in the middle. On one side, there's 3 different command posts to the other side. If you can cap the 3 on one side, it then lowers the chance of the Separatists spreading out. So then it condenses the field a lot. And that just makes it easier to win. All the bridges are choke points. The jet trooper at the start, I tried to cap as many command posts as I could with him, but I wasn't really up to date with the weapons. He's kind of like a weaker version of a heavy. For me, with the inexperience of not playing for a while, that wasn't very good for me. So I swapped to the clone trooper and then proceeded to try and take these 3 command posts on this side. The biggest issue with that is taking it from the droidicas. Regular Separatists, no problem. No issues at all. Droidicas can clog the bridges and can stop you from progressing because they take so much time for you to take out. If you get the opportunity to cap before a droidica can roll on, you must take it. There's a very, very low chance of you losing this map purely because you get a head start. It's also a very, very, very simple map, sort of like playing on Kashyyyk at the start, and even Naboo in the plains. It's very open and very simple. All you have to do is kind of rush and take the command post, because you can actually cap them all. They're not going to keep spawning if you can get to that last side and then condense them down to 1 command post. As soon as you start taking it out, they won't be able to spawn anymore. If you do decide to play this on regular instant action and you take the CIS, you can also totally win. I have won as both sides. It's just in historical campaign where you see this really hard one-sided battle between the clones and the CIS. And I think there are a couple missions like that in the campaign, and it's split between the first one and the second one where it's like that. There are some actually really hard levels. Some people really struggle with Geonosis, and I can totally understand why. Some people really struggle with Kashyyyk, and I can really understand why. It's just a matter of learning the game, playing as much as you can. That's why I love this game, because it's very much a learning game. There are some people who are exceptionally good at this. I actually went and I checked through all the recent uploads and the most popular uploads of other people who've played this game, and there are some really talented players out there. Believe me when I say that. It's just such a good game to use as an example. Now here we're down to the last 2. We still have 120 clones up our sleeve, and that's without the Bad Batch flying in and saving the day. So we get the victory, which is also a really, really, really fantastic shot there. We got 37 kills, 6 deaths, and we took 4 caps. That's the most important part. So 11 headshots. 1 minute 30 was my longest living streak because I was rushing a bit, and I was also the public enemy.
Dooku has begun to set up a long-range sensor station on Rhen Var. Stop them we will, and take this station for our own use.
Now, Rhen Var is a very uncommon map to me. I don't often play it. I don't really remember where it's shown in Star Wars. However, there is a specific section that is just ice caves, and it kind of hints for you to start there. I don't actually like starting there. I like starting at the ATTE, and that's because if I use this jet trooper and I rush this first command post, the same thing applies as at Kamino. you can get an excellent head start by just capping an extra command post in some of these maps. The unfortunate thing is I am still the jet trooper, so I am a little bit weak, but I do manage to take out a droidica, which is great. Then I make the mistake of trying to tackle 20 people in one spot blocking the cave entrance, which is why I don't suggest spawning in the cave. I will show the cave because it's actually probably one of the most pretty areas on Rhen Var, otherwise it's just a white nightmare. You'll see with Rhen Var, vehicles come into play, also your command post. So if you get capped at the start and you don't spawn at the middle command post anymore, it kind of makes you work uphill because then you don't get reinforcements in the center. They're all coming off where the ATT is based or getting funneled down the ice cave. Here, I actually played like I was playing Modern Warfare 2 when I was 13 years old, and I hid in the corner. I hid in the corner, backed myself in. This staircase sees a lot of action from the droids. There are droidicas, super battle droids, regular droids, and by pushing myself into this corner, it just meant it gave me an opportunity to think and come up with a plan. If you have to back off from a fight, do that. You don't have to rush all the time. There are some maps where I recommend it, but it doesn't really matter. I learn constantly. I do not know everything, and I like to learn. If you don't learn and you think you know everything, you will not get better. You will never, ever, ever get better because apparently you're the best. I'm playing on medium difficulty. I'm not playing on hard. I'm not playing on easy. I'm just in the middle. There are things that hard players know, and there are actually things that apply better to easy. Alright, so I actually forgot what to say here. So I'm just going to get a quick fill in. Do you want to fill in for me?
What
do you want to say?
I want to say something about Spidey.
Okay, you say something about Spidey.
Spidey was a bad guy with a ghost right off the veil. She lives up naughty Philip.
Alright, I love you.
Love you.
So I took a different spawn point and I actually played off the ATT here and I wrapped around the back of the map because I wanted to try and cap this base because I've never done it before and I wanted to see if it was possible. Now it is possible, but it is an absolute nightmare. Droids spawn like crazy. There's these turrets here that make it really hard. You're cornered in from the staircase. You don't really get reinforcements up here other than yourself. So you have to take them on as just you. Now, I managed to get to the back of this turret, but I get taken out. However, we have a resounding lead at 173 to 58. So I thought, why not? Why not show off this lovely cave? So it's got some blue ice. It's got this big open hill that condenses down to this doorway. And that's why it sucks to start here. You will get constant grenades, droidicas blocking the entrance, random luck. You may get through, you may not. And that just makes it such a hard place to start the map off. If you see, I actually came out and I managed to get a couple of kills there, especially that droidica. Droidicas are important, but I got stabbed in the back by that droid who obviously saw me playing earlier and took my advice on. And to finish off, I picked the sharpshooter. I just wanted to take out a couple of these stragglers. A couple of my shots were horrendous because I don't normally play with the sniper, as we've talked about before. However, we did get them all in the end. The last kill is actually my favourite because I'm pretty sure it was an accident and I didn't mean to hit him in his hitbox, but I did hit him in his hitbox. So it feels really good to have done that. Almost like I am really good at this game, and I'm not, but it just felt like it. You'll see in just a second here, he's just rolling up to this command post, or out of this command post now, and there he goes. Complete accident. Victory, that is Rhen Var. So we are nearly finished the campaign now. We'll look at my stats. I have 51 kills, 7 deaths, 1 cap, but the cap was the most important one in my opinion. 7 headshots. 2 minutes 26 was my longest living streak. Thank you guys for watching.